welcome back to Field the Drive and to another video, and this time it has my face in it. It's been a while since I've actually done something that isn't karting on the channel, and I know that a lot of people have subscribed to the channel and followed because of the Z3 content that I had put up. And since then, it's been about, 2-3 months, maybe more, since I put any Z3 content out. And so I know that's lacking. I do have more stuff planned, but there's a reason for it. There's just been nothing happening. And I've been karting. And one of the reasons I've been karting is so I can get better on track. And why do I want to be better on track? So that I can have a track car and race it on track. Well, have a track car, put it on track and drive it, and then eventually race it. And so with the first Z3 gone, I don't have a car that I could track, and kind of sucked. So karting was my main way of doing that. I haven't had a Z3 for a while, and in that time I've noticed that lots of different people have bought Z3s as project cars. So Throttle kind of did it first, and then there's all these odd channels popping up saying Z3, track car build, just got my Z3, blah 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 blah, and it's really good. Probably pushing the price of them up, but hey, the Z3 is becoming a really popular project car for people to build on YouTube, which is kind of happening to all the E36s, and I guess the MR2 is kind of going through the same thing right now. So anyway, actually about a month or two after I got rid of the other Z3, I picked up a new one, and it's not great. So let's go through everything that's right on the car. It's a Z3. It has the 1.9 litre M44 140 brake horsepower engine with 16 valves, and you can tell because it's got dual overhead cams, whereas the 8 valve one only has the single head on top. It has no AC, which means that I have less to strip out. So, very minor thing. The shift boot, the shift gaiter is holy. The seat, leather's been ripped here. It's a little bit crusty, but they're not too bad. And this has been hoovered. The face of the light switch has gone. There's some sort of forest growing in the boot carpet. Not the boot carpet, but the rear compartment carpet. Whoever the last owner was really liked their water. So either this is a good thing and they stayed hydrated, or the car's got a cooling issue. I'm sure we'll find out. Now let's go outside where most of the problems are. Let's start small with the wing mirror, which was nicked by the same people who nicked the cats. It's actually come out pretty well. They've not ruined everything, so I could just get a replacement one of those universal ones. I'm not going to go fully stock on it. This isn't what this car is for. This is a track car. That's what I'm building it for. So I'll go over the plans in a little bit. Anyway, this is one bad thing. The other bad thing is this ridiculous shark thing. Why? The engine itself is, it looks pretty good. There's no, let's do the Ethan test from Car Throttle. There's no cream on there, no milk on there. So very happy about that. It's also been sat for a while, so it's probably all drained down anyway. But no, we have started the car, and it's okay. I'll start the car later on so you can hear what a catless Z3 sounds like. But if we close this, there's a big old spider there. Yep, let's ignore that. Look at the grand larceny that this person has performed. They have an M badge on what is clearly not an M BMW. So one of the first jobs is to obliterate this badge off of the car, and quite frankly all of the M stuff, maybe not the steering wheel. And as per, I have zero luck when it comes to soft tops, it seems. Starting to peel away here, and they've obviously tried to glue it somewhat there, but you know, none of that's helpful. What they have done, actually, you see that they've done the old A-pillar filler trick, so hopefully that has saved some water from coming in. See what's in the glove box. Anything interesting? No, I see some needles. So I think they must have been sewing their soft top to get that. And if you couldn't already tell, it's been lowered. So yeah, it's been lowered. It came lowered. It's got lowering springs, and that is it. It doesn't have a coilover kit. So I've never driven a lowered Z3, so this will be interesting to experience it. Now let me get my shoe back. Alright, that's not great. I hope that cleans up. I didn't realise they used so much primer and filler on the bonnet. That is about, you know, it's a centimetre or so thick of just not paint. So that's going to be an interesting thing to fix. And as we pan down here, you will see, oh my good old friend, that is rust. And arguably this is probably worse than my other Z3. You know, where it's all bubbled here, it wasn't. This wasn't rusted on my other Z3, but this was. Now, luckily, we're going to do the hand test. There we go. Just about see some sill. My hand isn't going through it, and that's where my hope lies. And that's just the front. So let's move over to the back. The rears aren't much better. All this bubbling here and here. I think the the outer sills, and oh god, some of the outer bodywork isn't going to be okay. So, but this you can kind of replace. I think they've repainted this. You know, this has been repainted, so I'm not too sure that I'm going to be happy with what I find there. But again, you know, inner sill or outer sill, sorry, is solid enough. No hand going through, and it's the same story on the other side. And you can see, you know, just straight up surface rust here from. So this used to have the magnetic stone guards, and it got pulled off, and clearly whoever's pulled it off has ripped off some paint as well, and that's just left some metal, and that's what we have there. So this one, you know, same bubbling, not so bad, and at the front, yeah, a little bit. It's a lot of bubbling here on this panel, which is a bit more than I wanted to really deal with. But again, here, hand doesn't go through. And now the jacking pads, that's an interesting point. The jacking pads that are under here, you can just about see them. It's quite dark. I'll go around to the other side where the sun is still there. Yeah, so I can't get them out just yet, but they don't look horrific. And just as, you know, some proof that it will run, let's. Oh well, the boot. Yeah, so you can see that it's somewhat rusty, and here are the original shocks and springs stuff. There we go. That is on. I need to. Oh god, no, that's bacteria. Oh, the display's up there, and there we go. So it will start, but it's a little bit late for that. Now, fuck it, why not? So yeah, that is the new Z3. I am now on my second. I hope this doesn't become an obsession or an addiction, but I can't promise anything. So, oh no, I don't want that. There we go. I can just pull this down, can't I? There we go. Okay, so that's the car. It's 98 model Z3, so it's exactly the same as my last one, just a year younger, and it is what it is. So the plans for it, like I said, is to track it, and what I'm going to do is, while I'm here with the car, I'm going to do a shit ton of work on it. First of all, just make sure that it's not a rust bucket. So that means taking the outer sills off, inspecting the inner sills, and then brushing back and grinding back any rust there is, rust treating it, rust primering it, and then rust protecting it. I've got a whole lot of stuff that I'll be doing, so I'll do a video on that. Then I'm going to strip the car. No carpets that I need, none of this interior console stuff either. I don't need any of it for a track car. Door cards are going to come off as well, and actually, the door card handles are pretty decent, so if you want any door cards, let me know. The seats I'll keep in until I get some proper track seats, and then it's just brakes. Make sure I upgrade the brakes, get good pads and discs, decent brake fluid. I'll be servicing the car as well before it goes to MOT, and of course I will be fitting a new cat. And on the topic of the cat, the exhaust that came with this car is quite an interesting specimen, so let's go look at that. So on first glance, this looks like a bit of a yobbo exhaust back box. You can see it's been expertly cut, the baffles have been removed, and it's been welded back on with beautiful welding skills. Just absolutely brilliant, and that's where the bastards got the cat from. But upon further inspection, you see this. So we have this big old thing, and look, it's a Subaru exhaust on a Z3. I mean, oh god, they did a bit of patchwork there too. Someone really wanted this on their Z3, and oh god, I definitely do not agree with their life choices on that. So that's the exhaust, and I won't be putting this back on, but if you want a Subaru back box with some custom work done to it, then let me know.